Hi there, it's Rich Mclean. Scientists know that black holes exist. They can't actually prove that the black holes exist because they're black holes. And that's the allegory of a conspiracy. I can prove a conspiracy to pervert the course of justice because I've collected all the information that points to it. And I've published it on my website. I just want to say that I'm just going to read out all the people that have silenced me now, and further that this is really unjust. The system is trying to hospitalise me now, put me in hospital and incarcerate me because I'm distressed because of the abuse. So here we go. It took me a long time to map this out, but the anatomy of a conspiracy is the following. The Office of Prime Minister and Cabinet refused my freedom of information. Mark Dreyfus, the Attorney General, won't acknowledge my emails or calls. The Health Department has rejected my public interest disclosure. The Attorney General's Department has rejected my public interest disclosure. Comcare has refused liability for my work cover on the premise that I'm not an employee for the purposes of the SRC Act. But I've got a statement from the federal court which says I was employed. It should be paid immediately. The federal court also rejected my PAYID. The AAT is apparently deciding my work cover case, but as the conspiracy would expect, this is already doomed to fail. My former partner, Steve Iasonidis, was an ASIO agent, and ASIO won't investigate the way he exploited me or owes me a settlement. A very good reason for this thing existing. AGIS, who investigate ASIO, and they won't investigate my former partner exploiting me. APRA reject my freedom of information. The Commonwealth Ombudsman refused my public interest disclosure. ASIC won't investigate anything for me. They actually registered my business. My business was destroyed maliciously and consciously by Micron21, a company that's linked to the government, and they deleted my entire company and the architecture of my business. AFCA, the Australian Financial Complaint Authority, have banned me from contacting them. I literally can't contact them via phone or email. Across at the Australian Human Rights Commission, I can't make a complaint, and I lost a potential $1.5 million case. It was totally not impartial when they free kicked it to the other side. It was a terrible way they've treated me, and it's evidence of the conspiracy. The police, I've never been able to report crime to the police, or me being robbed or taken advantage of or threatened. They just won't listen to it. In actual fact, they went to my home, kicked in the door, cuffed me, and took me to a hospital where I spent 2.5 months incarcerated, and while I was there, they and Werribee Mercy Hospital oversaw the destruction of the entire contents of my home, and I was reduced to nothing, and then they rejected me to a homeless shelter, which is pretty poor treatment by the police. Over at IBAC, who investigate the police, they've rejected my public interest disclosure. Like I said, I'm banned from AFCA. I can't get help at legal aid. Even the Victorian Legal Bar didn't respond when I asked if there's a reason why I'm banned or why I can't find a lawyer. It just goes on and on. They're literally trying to kill me. There is a way out of this. I remember Midnight Oil's song, I can't remember the name of it, but truth, beauty, love and compassion. Who could argue with truth, beauty, love and compassion? I reckon we could find a way out of this impasse with the Australian government, because I've just found out too that my institutional child sexual abuse redress is now being delayed, denied, deferred, as is the government mantra. And I reckon there could be a good way out of this impasse if I can just get some financial support, and I can promise to bankroll very needy people. And as an advocate of 30 years in this country, my qualities of helping the underdog should never be underestimated. I reckon there's a way out of this. Truth, beauty, love, compassion. I've proven a conspiracy to pervert the course of justice. Let's help Dr. Rich Mclean. Let's help him have a good life, and let's help him give back to the community in the way that he's always done. Have a listen.